Hello, dorks. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. It's Unchowder. It's time for more Dwarf Fortress. I'm sure that's shocking to you. Hello, hello. How's it going? We got a cat. She has just newly settled down within the last 30 seconds. Part of my stream prep is now trying to calm down the cat. And today I succeeded. We'll see how long that lasts. She's there for the moment. And I'm glad because I have the door to this room open and the AC on in the other room. So the fact that she's behaving herself means that I get to benefit from the AC. Look at that. As soon as I have to kick her out, I'm gonna start sweating again. So that's cool. How's it going, JM? Hopefully you had a good weekend. It has gotten warm here again. It has re-warmed itself. I always doubt how hot it can feel when just the sun is out, right? Like I checked the weather before I went out for a walk today, and it was like 66, right? Fahrenheit, which shouldn't be that bad. 66 feels like it should be, just a day, right? You don't have to do anything special. You're not gonna go break a sweat, but the sun is out, right? If it's 66 with no clouds in the sky, and I sweat, and I just turn into a little briquette. It's wild to me how mild the weather can be, and I still feel miserable. That's what I'm marveling at today. Thanks for taking one for the team. Gotta, right? When she's even being cute up there. Look at her. Look at her. Yeah, so we're dwarfing, right? We got our experiment fortress going. We've gotten a lot of things going. We're working on moving our farms into the caves. That's the main thing. I want to be farming in the caves. I want to be farming a bunch of pigtails, and I want to be making clothes out of the pigtails. That's kind of my number one goal for today. And we had started that last stream. We're also catching birds and taming them and making them available as pets because we want to. Maybe someday our hunter will actually be able to hunt the boars. We'll see if that ever happens. We're gonna have a hard time with leather. If we're not catching and domesticating animals, and we're not able to hunt them as they run around on the surface, then we're gonna have a hard time with leather, especially if the trade caravans don't show up. I really hope we get a trade caravan today. A trade caravan would make this a lot better. We still haven't even seen our home civ. Our home civ hasn't sent us a caravan yet. At all. I wonder if I should worry about that. But yeah, that's where we're at. Today's episode is brought to you by birds. Tweet, tweet. And by viewers like you, clicking on buttons down there, hanging out live, hanging out in the VOD, hanging out in Discord, all that good stuff. Those are the tweets that I am listening to these days. Hello, Smitchell. Hello, hello. How's it going? Shout out or unshout it. I'm both. I am both of those things. I one and then the other. How's it going? How's it going? Hopefully I didn't get eaten by zombies on the way. I do wonder, right? If our home civ went straight from like the capital to our fort, it'd have to go through the entire evil forest to get to us. So I hope they're okay. I hope they're okay. You need to be Chow. I could also be Chow. I could be Chow, I could be Chowder, I could be Unch. I can be all sorts of things. It is warm, it is also warm here. I was also just marveling at how mild the weather can be on paper, and I still turn into a sweaty mess. Like it's up to 69 now, but that's not nice. 69 is not nice when it's the Fahrenheit. But I was walking out earlier just before stream, and it just sweating like a pig. It's too much. It's too much. So I'm gonna hope that we can chill in here with the AC and things aren't too bad. I noticed that you just got AC today. Did that succeed? Did you succeed in your journeys? Perhaps in the spirit of English schools, chowie. Chowie? I've never heard chowie. That would be a new one. It's as hot as it feels, 35°C outside. There are 2 AC units in the house. Very cool. We just have the one, and we don't have, like, we couldn't get an in window unit. We have like one of the ones that sit on the floor with a hose. So far from ideal. But that's what we have access to. Here's our fortress. We are... That should just resume itself, right? We're making a treasure pit. You have to get through the snake pit to get to the treasure pit. That's going to be our security mechanism. And then we're smoothing out our textiles floor is what this is. We're working on making some cloth. We have some thread there. We have a tiny bit of leather. Hopefully we can get more. That's kind of the main thing we're at right now. We did just get a artifact done. It might have been our first artifact. Is that our first artifact? There's gonna be some objects in here, but we showed up with these. With the iTab. When was this one? Though it's not here. I don't know where this one's from. I don't think we made this one. These two we came with. This is Reg's sword. Fenced Road, the Silk of Armories. I don't think I ever actually looked at the English name of it. But then we just made this great. Wisdom Pit, the Fragrant Celebration. Okay, sure. I got a second one for the bedroom after wife and I had an argument this AM because got no sleep because it was 80 Fahrenheit all night. Gross. Sleeping in the heat is legitimately the worst. Yeah, I understand. Our trap was robbed of a salmon. We have some animal traps out here, right? We have a bunch of animal traps. We're working on... Some of them have things in them, so we're working on bringing them back in. So I have our hunter. We have a hunter-trapper, right? We have Asmer here set to be our one hunter. But then we have same person as our one, our animal relations mediator. And she hasn't figured out how to actually hunt yet. There hasn't been any, what am I looking for? I'm looking for creatures. There's a bunch of ravens. Of course, all the boars left us as soon as we started trying to catch them. So, or hunt them. So that's cool. We need a guild hall for the crafts guild. That makes sense. We did see that happen kind of towards the end of last stream. But yeah, we're catching birds and we're taming them here. I don't think there's a crow and a flying squirrel and a cardinal here. There's nothing in here, right? So I need to rebuild this cage. Right, I'm gonna build a cage here. Yep, there you go. And I'm just gonna tell you to tame a small animal on repeat, and you're just gonna do these, right? Should be how it works. At school, they stick a Y on everyone's name. Interesting. Just as like is that like kids giving each other nicknames, or is that like teacher just calls other kids with like that? Because that's kind of funny. There is precious little left in our weird everything stockpile that we had originally, so that's good. If we went to guild hall, look at all this. This needs to get smaller. I think we can collapse it down into this. We should make a library as well. We should definitely make a library. I'm going to expand the food stockpile down here, because that's what this should be ultimately. Give them room for more meals. Eating a peri roast? Finely minced red spinach, minced rye, minced perry, and minced perry. Excellent. How do you mince beer? I know this question has been asked a long time, by many people, but how do you mince beer? How do you mince beer? John, Johnny, Ian Smith, Smithy, Neil Warner, Warney, etc. Just stupid kids. That makes sense. Mix it with flour? I guess. That'd have to be a lot of flour. At that point, it's bread. At that point, it's just sliced bread. Okay, so at the end of last stream, we designated a bunch of rooms for temples, which are what these are. But we want some room for guild halls. So maybe that's what this will be. This will be our Craftsdorf Guild Hall. Or should our Craftsdorf Guild Hall be next to the crafting? Maybe it should be down here. Maybe it should be down here. Hello, DJ. How's it going? Howdy, howdy. We got a weird one. We got a weird fort here. Maybe we'll do... I don't want to build too much in this way because this is going to be like nobles and such. I kind of want to reserve this direction on this floor for nobles. So maybe we'll do maybe we'll split here and put a guild hall here. Maybe that's what we're doing. Going okay, AC went out. Oh my god. That's the theme for today. Everyone's talking about their weather and heating and cooling situation. So that's unfortunate. I grieve for your AC. Maybe we'll do like this goes up. And then we can kind of have it come back around. Right? Or maybe it can have it even go all the way, right? Why not? Just do that. Hopefully air conditioning and not ACL. Yes, I mean that would also be bad. But if you had like a torn ACL and functioning air conditioning, that wouldn't be so bad, right? At least you would have the air conditioning. And then we're gonna do guild hall right here. It is filled. It is overkill. I don't care. It will say our doors like here. And we'll do like that. I think that works. Our miners are going to take a moment to do all of that, but that's fine. Sitting in front of a big old fan, that's good. I am praying that this creature remains docile for the duration of the stream. Because if I have to kick her out of this room, then I cut myself off from the air conditioning. Like this room itself, if the door's closed, it turns into an oven. It's just me and my computer baking away. And that's no fun. I think I'm gonna put a wall here. I probably just carved that out. Use some of our shale blocks. Toss in a door. Oh, and our nobles probably want some furniture. Our nobles probably want cabinets and such. So this is one, right? You're gonna get a cabinet there. This is one, so you're gonna get a cabinet there. These three make one, you have a cabinet. This is one on its own, you're gonna get a cabinet. You have a cabinet. Okay, so I'm gonna toss in some chests as well. Not that they strictly need it. But you get a chest, you get a chest. You have a chest. And then you get a chest. And you have a chest. Okay, perfect. We're also going to keep on an eye on our caves here. We have our caves sealed off. We have this nice big flat area. I've never had a cave with just a gigantic flat area like this before. We had to take down like a couple little minor walls in here, but really not much. Like however many stones you have, that's how much wall we had in here. So I'm having them pave this all into road so that we can take them down and replace them with farm without dealing with all these stupid quarry bushes and such. And we have some tantrums. This also started just last stream. Very, very cool. Our necromancer experiments are starting to get upset. I guess let's do a mood check. We have 5 people with angry faces. Hello, Barely Creative. Hello. I am indeed Unch. Oh, look, our peacekeeper. Our peacekeeper hates everything. That's good. That's good. Why do some of these have... Oh, because some of you have jobs that have buildings. Okay, that's about the task. Okay, that's fine. So why is our peacekeeper haggard? Always deal fairly, yes. I guess let's look at memories. Dealing with freakish weather, learn to value decorum, delighted remembering a performance, satisfied remembering the acceptance of a petition for a guild hall. Interesting. Wonder remembering communing with Nar. Horror reliving being caught in freakish weather. They do not like the weather. Worry dwelling upon the scarcity of cages and chains. Oh! Oh yeah, our peacekeeper's upset because we don't have a functional peacekeeping system. I guess that makes sense. I guess I can understand where that is coming from. Where do we want to put our jail? Where does the jail go? Could do like over here. We could do up here. I'm not gonna make it as big as last time. I mean, I guess if we want to make our peacekeeper happy, we would need 5 at this point. But I can kind of go anywhere. We could put it down on our lowest level, right? Have this area for burial and have this portion for jail cells. I think that would be okay. So what I'm gonna do here, I guess let's do, they're essentially gonna be bedrooms, right? They're gonna be kind of the same size and shape as the bedrooms we've been doing. Maybe I want to go along here. And then I'm going to have a thin hallway. And, well, I guess I want to just put in rooms all the way down here, don't I? Well, then the hallway's just going to go like this. And we do like that, right? I mean, I think that works. And then more just fit in here. Maybe we won't dig all of these quite yet. Maybe this splits here. And we can do something like this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. If we can get 20 in here, then we'll be good for quite a while, I think. That's kind of nice. Right, and then that can go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. With room to grow, I think that will work. And then the only ones that wouldn't connect to this would be these. Maybe we do like this. Yeah, so it's all, you know, all service from this one entrance here. I think I like how that looks. Yeah. Happy little jail cells. We're smoothing all sorts of stuff. We're striking all sorts of things. It is raining elf blood. Our traps are being robbed of salmon, but the salmon are functionally infinite at this point. We have so many fish. Oh yeah, the tantrums. So we have Zicab. Zicab is our peacekeeper. But Ketos and Tuco. Tuco's also a noble of some kind, right? Tuco used to be our chief medical person, I want to say. Do you have... You don't actually have any skill. Musician. Why? Okay, so then why are you... Rarely feels discouraged after being caught in freakish weather in a couple years ago. I mean, if you're... That feels like a positive thing, right? What memories are sticking for you? Freakish weather, blissful, remembering a bath. Oh yeah, we need to work on soap. Soap might be important for us. Satisfied, improving persuasion, pleasure near a fine furnace, empathy, discussing problems, satisfied, remembering improving stonecutter, despair, dwelling upon being caught in freakish weather. The weather is going to be pretty brutal here, isn't it? Fondness, remembering making a friend, satisfied, discussing problems with an acquaintance, delighted watching a performance, satisfied, remembering improving furnace operation. So the only things that you're upset about here is the weather. And you were even accepting. You were accepting, remembering being caught in freakish weather, became less depressed. And then a year later, that next winter, you dwell on the same thing and experience despair. So that's cool. Yeah. Exasperated after getting into an argument. So like these aren't... I'm not seeing a... What is making you haggard? Like you've had a couple bad days, but this shouldn't be haggard. Very comfortable around others that are different from himself. That's good. He is very trusting. He has great trouble mastering fear when confronted by danger. Tends to be a little tight with resources, pleased by his own appearance and talents, rarely feels discouraged, enjoys the company of others, prefers to present himself modestly, does not easily hate or develop negative feelings, tends to ask others for help, quite polite, tends to assume the worst of two outcomes, doesn't handle stress well, often cheerful, though he remains put off by deliberate merrymaking. Interesting. I've never seen that distinction before. Cheerful, but not so cheerful that he participates in the kobolds of merrymaking. The other thing I want to check is your preferences. You don't have preferences. That might be an issue. I don't think any of the experiments have preferences. because why would they? Yeah. So there's going to be like a whole category of good thoughts that they're just kind of locked out of because they will never get something that they prefer because they don't prefer anything. But clearly that's not like some of them are doing okay. Like Imbo is quite happy. And you don't have any preferences. Your memories are fine. You're bitter, remembering dwelling upon an argument, accepting being caught in the rain, wonder, remembering communing, delighted near a waterfall. Like, this doesn't look that different. It doesn't look that different from our other person. So I don't know. I don't actually know what the problem is here. Pedud is in our... What were you? Maybe I just remember your name because it's funny. I thought you had a job at some point. Yeah, okay. Well, one thing, so we should check their clothing situation. Because they don't have, you know, fortress dweller sprites. They don't have, I'm surprised that they have a portrait at all. We don't see their clothing on them, so we're gonna have to remember to actually look at them and examine their clothing every once in a while. Because you have armor. You have gloves and socks, but like boots, helmet, leather armor. But of course you are actually in our, no, you're in that other squad. That's the other thing, is that a bunch of them are in a squad, but it's like a leftover from when they were at the necromancer tower. Also, you have a pet cave dragon. So I don't think they have any actual clothing. We need to make them some togas. We should make some experiment-sized togas. I think that's what we're gonna do. We have a little bit of cloth. We really don't have that much. We have some thread here, but we should have a job for making cloth, I believe. Weave thread into cloth, but it's only gonna activate when we have 10 or more, which is probably the correct way to do it. So we don't have much cloth. We have some cloth. So I'm just gonna put in like a single job for cloth. Make cloth toga. Right? I want to make some togas. That's like our cultural thing, right? But I want to size it for Lime Rhythm Soldiers. I'm just gonna put that on a repeat so we get a couple made. I'm really curious to see if the two different kinds of experiments wear the same size of clothing. Because I don't know their exact size. I was glancing around on the wiki. Yeah, large pigtail toga. Made from superior quality pigtail cloth. So let's see what happens to this. I was gonna say, but the only thing that I saw as far as necromancer experiments go is they're typically this dwarf to human sized. I don't think they're extremely large. I don't think they're extremely small. So I'm gonna kind of imagine them as about human-sized. Because I mean, at least the Lime Rhythm Soldiers, the original experiment that created them was done on a human. So I'm gonna kind of assume that they're about human-sized. I think the other ones were from humans as well. On the human, yeah. I'm gonna assume that they're about human-sized. You are on the floor. Do you have a bedroom? You do have a bedroom. You're just not sleeping in your bedroom. Okay, sure. I can't fix that for you. No migrants. We have gone many seasons without migrants, so I think we've only gotten one actual migrant wave. I think we're waiting for our second migrant wave and our first home caravan. Not a problem, right? Peacekeeper's throwing a tantrum. Good. Good, good, good. Can we prioritize our jail cells, maybe? Maybe this is important. Maybe, I guess, you care. Can at least get a chunk of it done, right? If I can at least get 5 of them done, then that will at least satisfy that thought. All our coins are showing up in our treasury. Our traps are being continually robbed of fish. We have some statues to place. We have a bunch of porcelain statue decorated with boar hoof and teeth. So that's neat. Oh, we need some chains. Oh, we need some restraints. I don't know what we have. We had enough to make a couple of wells, but I don't know that we had more than that. Is it not chains anymore? It is. I'm just blind. We have some. So I think we can at least get a couple jail cells going. Goodness gracious. There we go. Wow, that was quick. I guess we're still going at a pretty high frame rate at this point. I'm gonna toss in some doors. I guess I kind of want a door there. Blam, blam. And then we'll do restraints. Put them in the corner here. We got some silk ropes. Why not nice ropes, right? I guess I want you to be able to have access to the whole room. Sure, and then did I not put one in there? I'm gonna move these. This one goes there, this one goes there, this one goes there. And then I designate this as a dungeon. I guess this whole space is going to be a dungeon, right? Let's do like this. And then like that. Cool. Now, Fortress Guard. Desired metal cages and chains, 6 of 4. Yes, okay, so now our peacekeepers should be happy, right? That should fix everything. Worried dwelling upon scarcity of chains. Yeah, okay, you were really worrying about that, aren't you? Dejected, being unable to pray. Well, That's a different problem. Lonely after being away from friends. How? You don't know anyone other than the people who are here. You know one person who isn't here. I have all of your friends. I brought all of your friends with me. Did we make clothing? We made some clothing. I want to see this clothing get worn. I guess we should have a place for the clothing to go when it's done. I guess where's it? Because it's going to end up in a finished good pile, right? It's going to end up in here. Oh geez, we're going nuts on the crafts. We're going nuts on the crafts. Cool. We're going to have a lot of things to trade when we finally get a trade caravan. But let's look for where'd the togas go? Well, they're still here. It is with Zycab. Are you wearing it? You're wearing it! Our peacekeeper has claimed a toga. What'd that do for you? Content after putting on a finely crafted item. Good. Relieved after yelling at someone in charge. Good, I guess. We got a crow. And we found more platinum. Are you actually fighting? You're punching a cave dragon. Don't leave the dragons alone. Love seeing the dragons prancing through the halls. I agree. I agree. The snakes are growing on me as well. Though the snakes are gonna get out of hand really quickly. So right now we have clothing being produced here, and then it goes up 1, 2, and ends up here. Is that how we want it? I guess it's not very far as you walk, right? It's just here, and then up, and then up, and then around. That's not too bad. And I guess this is kind of central, right? Maybe that's how we want it. Maybe that's how we want it. I don't know that it's worth making a different stockpile down here specifically for the output of this stuff. Oh, I want to do a little wall here. Like that, just so I can put a door here. And then one trick with our prison here is that it's not going to have access to water. So that's fun. This is our soap making room. Where did we land with this? So can I make lye? Just and then you. So you make ash. You make lye from ash, right? I feel like we did some ash. Except that would show up here, right? If we had ash, it would be here. So I want you to make some ash. That's the first step. Doors everywhere, please. Okay. Make an ash. Oh, I was also reading the wiki about just evil biomes in general. There are a lot of things in this game that I've never seen. First of all, there are quite a few things in this game. Like, I've been in evil biomes before. That was like my whole strategy for years would finding the edge of an evil biome and just do a split embark. So I've been in evil biomes a fair bit, right? And even still, there are things that I straight up never even knew existed in this game. Have you seen phantom spiders? Did you know that there's phantom spiders in this game? I think that's what they're called. Yeah, phantom spider. Like the vermin? Yeah. Yeah, like a cave spider, like vermin-sized spider, but spectral, like see-through. That's just a thing that can happen in I think evil forests. I guess I have it right here. Evil forest biomes. Like we could potentially see phantom spiders here. But we have not seen. I guess if they're vermin, they're not going to show up here, right? But we would see their silk. Like they make silk. And it made it sound like they will be up in the above ground trees. Making phantom spider webs. Maybe we should collect webs. Maybe to supplement our cloth industry, we should just like actually intentionally collect naturally occurring webs. Because we weren't doing that in our last fortress at all, either. Okay, so there's a live crow, there's a live skink, there's a bunch of things here that people aren't bringing inside because I've given them too many jobs, clearly. I give a big, smooth order, and they're working on it. But we should have... It's like, this is all here now, right? So now we have tame animals. So now I want to put those tame vermin. Though which ones are they? Now we have tame vermin that are out and about. And tame vermin that are in here. How do I know the difference? How do I know the difference? Your bites give phantom pain in limbs you never had. Oh my god. Phantom pain in the 4 limbs that you don't have. That's actually kind of terrifying. That's actually like legitimately terrifying. Phantom spider webs would also be really terrifying. Like, you know, like you're walking by some trees and you get like spider webs in your face and you're like, where did that all come from? But like actually the spider webs are actually invisible. My left proboscis is really aching today. My 8th toe is aching. Yup. That would suck. That would suck. My mandibles are killing me today. Okay, so like these are in cages. Right, those are the ones that are in cages. And then if I go to the tame ones, tame cardinal is that one. Do the other ones just all die? So crow, squirrel, cardinal, sparrow, cardinal. And then we have crow, squirrel, cardinal, sparrow, cardinal. So it's all of those. Did all the other ones just die? How does that work? Tame, 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 tame. Tame. And then this one's probably from before, right? I'm gonna put all 5 of those in a cage. And then we're gonna release them and allow them to be adopted. Surely someone in here likes birds. We found more coal. Ooh, we found more coal. We'll just do that when we get to it. More lignite. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Of course, it's going to go in here as well. This is all... Yeah, okay. I guess... Why not? Plus hematite. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Do I care about the magnetite? We have so much magnetite on this map. It's the coal that I really care about, honestly. Many babies have hatched. Good. Good. You can't gild a snake, can you? I can't gild the snakes. Okay. So I'm gonna say the ones that we have available as pets are gonna be the ones that stay. You can see that our Soxa has adopted many, but there are others that are available. I'm gonna say as the others are hatched, we're just gonna slaughter them. Because they're also like fully grown on birth, right? So we'll get the full amount of materials out of them as if they're, you know, a day old. Kavy Sow is fighting. Oh, in our little pasture here. Why were you in here fighting? And we have 2 nanny goats. If we could just get like a breeding pair of anything so that we could get like reproducible leather, that would be very good. We finished a bunch of steel armor. Cancels eat, too depressed. Me too, thanks. Look, we're eating. They are eating in here. So my understanding is that they wouldn't eat under normal circumstances. The wiki was saying that experiments generally don't sleep or eat. They're like immune to pain and nausea and things like that, which is just fantastic. But we have DF hack going that's telling everyone to eat even if they don't need to. So they should be getting good thoughts about that. You got a crown, got a spider silk dress. It really gets me down sometimes. Dejected after lack of decent meals. Why was that not a decent meal? What about you? Uneasy after lack of decent meals. But isn't this like a pretty good meal? I mean, I guess it's an okay meal, right? But we are making lavish meals, but maybe we don't have very good cooks? Or maybe fish are not a very high value? I mean, it is worth 10. So this is beer, salmon, plump helmet, dwarven wine, and beer. Do they care about the quality of the meal or like the value of the meal? Should I have a couple people restricted to cooking? Yeah. Mamba skulls. Mamba skulls forever. I'm going to... Oh, we have a crow. We just have a tame crow that I can't click on because of the vermin. Did you all end up in here? You all ended up in here. Okay, so now I need to link... Or you are not linked to anything, so I'm gonna link you to that cage. And I'm going to be right back. Okay, I'm back. My memory says value of the stack of meals they got it from. That's interesting. So even like just a stack that has more in it will give a happier thought. Because the sizes of these stacks are all going to be different, right? Yeah, 15 plump helmet roasts. But I bet you fish are generally not very high value, right? Since we're getting so many of them. Salmon. Some dwarves like salmon for their beauty. But what's its... It doesn't give its value. Just look at fish, maybe? Nope. Fishing industry. This is not going to tell us what I want. We could also catch fish, as in like, can you tame fish? Captured live fish can serve as an attraction in an aquarium or made into extracts with the dissect a live fish task at a fishery using the fish dissection skill. In particular, dissected mog hoppers yield 5 units of mog juice, each worth 50, making quite lucrative for something that would otherwise be served a little more than a single meal. I don't think we have mog hoppers. I've definitely never dissected a fish. Any pool, really? Any savage area near pools near summer. Oddly specific. I'm thinking that fish are just going to be very low value. Is going to be part of the issue here. But maybe we grab a couple people and say that they're going to be dedicated cookers. Right? We're going to do cooks. And you will do oh, beekeeping. We should get booze. We should get mead going. I just want like meal making specifically. Plant processing, shearing, cooking. And brewing, maybe brewing and cooking. It's been a while since I've set a dedicated cook. Salak, our bone carver, is an adequate cook and a novice brewer, and then Peklod, our clan voice, is a competent cook. Do we make Peklod a cook, or is this strictly a kobold thing? So our clan voice is going to be doing things like theoretically trading is what this person's main thing is going to be. So I don't think I want embarrassed at lack of tables. I guess we could put some more tables in. I don't want you to be stuck making meals while I want you to be trading. But I guess that doesn't come up very often, right? Maybe we'll do the 1 and the 1, right? We'll say Salak, our bone carver, and then Peklod, our competent cook. And then no one else has any brewing even. Like novice brewer, but whatever. I'm gonna say that maybe just the 2 of you. Maybe just the 2 of you for now. And then maybe you can get better at it. And maybe that'll make some people happier. Maybe. I'm just gonna do this and do that. The door goes there. And then a door goes there. And then, oh, we want, how is this gonna work? Oh, this is our, or whatchamahoo's it? This is our guild hall, right? So I think, so this hallway is gonna keep going that way, so I think I want the door to be here. Do a block there, and I'll do a block here. And then doors here and there eventually. And then our guild hall, we do want to be high-ish value. I think I'm gonna smooth it and then toss in a couple of statues. But we'll smooth it first. So I think our other floor, this floor got smooth. This floor is smooth. Okay, oh, and our caves. Look at this. Look at them go. You are also haggard. Unable to acquire something. There are so many things to acquire. Did you see all the crafts? There are so many crafts. Clearly we need some more tables in here. Could do... I want this dance floor to remain as large as it can, right? So maybe we'll do like up here. Right, is that... We'll do like that, and then we'll do like this. Consumerate? Yeah, consume the goods. They're free. There's just free stuff around. Okay, I think that will help a little bit. I guess we don't have like a whatchamacallit, a dedicated, nope. Words. We don't have a dedicated bard in here. We do have a bard. Where'd that dwarf go? Do we still have that dwarf? Not Iteb. There was a different dwarf. Are you not, you're not a citizen yet, are you? Can I just search for dwarf? Yeah, Zaz is here. You're just not a citizen. Legendary stonecrafter. I would love to make Zaz an actual performer in here. Nope. I cannot. And that's gonna get smoothed real quick. The Black Mamba is fighting. We're gonna find a lot of platinum here. And I am okay with that. New word alert. Tridecaplets have hatched. Tridecaplets. So is that 30? Like a decaplet would be 10. There's just 10. I mean, they lay eggs like 10 at a time. I don't know that I can keep the mambas from overwhelming us. I'm just scrolling. That's too much. That's too much. Someone went wild setting the clutch size. Yeah. Time to door clerk. Excellent. How's it going? You want some black mambas? Would you like 30 black mambas? How do I prevent this? How do I prevent this while still allowing the cave dragons to breed? This is going to be a labor drain just dealing with all of the snakes as they hatch. We could set up auto butcher, but even that's going to be like a lot, right? Almost attacked by a dog. Oh, dang. I'm sorry. That's not fun. We do have one particular kobold has adopted like a dozen black mambas. Specifically, in the thing that like in the preferences said, I prefer black mambas for their aggressiveness. Thought that was funny. Also, that's like our chief medical kobold. So if you don't like snakes, try not to get injured. This is too much. This is too much. Yep, that's a bit excessive. Not gonna lie. Even getting all this all these skulls and meat out of it probably isn't worth it in the long run. That's too much. That's just too much. Good lord. Make a pasture for males, no fertile eggs, only edibles. That's true. But I don't want them... Can I set a stockpile to take only mamba eggs? Yes, okay. Maybe that's what we do. Because I don't want them taking the dragon eggs. Maybe what we do... Maybe this is where the males go. Maybe... I want to do a pasture, right? Want to do a pen/pasture. And this will accept... I guess that there's so many of them. I do want to do... I guess I'll wait until they do all that butchering. No, because they're going to reproduce just in the time that it takes us to deal with all that. Can I... How? Hello, Orion. How's it going? We are in and are out of work, laying in AC bedroom, snuggled in bed. Very good. AC bedrooms are good. Not everyone has that right now. This is what I'm learning. Not that that's news to me. I also don't get to know, I guess the named ones are the ones that are adopted, right? We could also like auto butcher the males. What if we just auto butchered the males? That's like a gelding, right? Dude. I'm gonna start with that. Mostly I want to slaughter them, and then we'll collect their eggs as they are laid. That's a lot. I did not know the word tridecaplets. If we go down here, look! Road! Okay, now, remove the road. Does that take as long as it took to make it? I hope that's gonna be a little bit easier for them. I also want to pop this open at some point, but I want to be careful about how I do that. Yeah, destroy building. We have none meat? Really? Does Mamba not... I mean, we have some eggs. I thought Mambas at least gave some meat. Meat. None. Okay. No, I meant to unpause. There we go. Butchered returns meat, fat, brain, lungs, intestines, liver, tripe, skull, and skin. Is there anything that I can do with snake's skin? I'm assuming that I can't. I'm assuming I can't do snake leather. The leather page does not have the word scale in it at all. Helpful. Oh, we are saving. It is now summer. Cool. I'm lonely. Yeah, you're gonna like become thirsty. You're gonna like starve to death while doing this. Oh, we slaughtered 14 of them already. I want to keep an eye on this because I want to place the farms as soon as they deconstruct this because it'll start growing in immediately. Oh, another thing that I didn't know about in evil biomes, I've never seen... There's a kind of tree. There's a specific above ground evil tree that I've just straight up never seen. And I don't know that we have any here. Yeah, glumprongs. I didn't even know those existed. I've never seen a glumprong. I don't know how common they are. These are all just trees. These are all just normal trees. They got like fruits and stuff. Dark purple. They're dark purple and they don't have leaves. Like it would just be a trunk. I don't think we have any. I literally did not know they existed. They're like the heaviest tree. Okay, so I guess we're keeping an eye down here. The other thing that we should think about Should we devise a way to make above ground crops safely? Oh, here's a question. So if I want to grow outdoor crops inside, I could build a structure on the surface, right? I could dig a pit and then put a floor over it, and that would still count as outside as far as crops are concerned. But would that still count as outside as far as weather is concerned? Would they still get rained on? Or I guess a roof does prevent, because our pillbox up there is not getting rain inside of it. So maybe that would be fine. We want a place for bees as well. Oh, we should. Okay, I'm gonna pause so that you don't finish that without me looking. Oh my god. Oh, it's too much. It's too much. See, all I'm seeing are... I want to see what happens when you butcher. It seems like they're only getting skull. Yeah, see, here you come. We only get a skull out of them. That's strange. You are... Okay, so you are leaving. You got too thirsty and you're gonna leave. Okay, that is fine. I want to assign the temples and such that we have so that people can start using them. Because we dug them out. Something like that. Right, should be good. This is going to be a new temple. And so far we only have one temple to no specific deity. And the boats of paddling is obviously going to be pretty popular amongst our kobolds, as is tradition, but like Odor's pretty popular. This is almost as popular as the boats of paddling. Emin Hot Knight is just a great name. Osad, Adil, Ubble, Limar. I haven't heard a lot of these. Utost? But Nar. Nar is the biggest one. So we definitely need something specific to Nar. I think a lot of the experiments worship Nar. So maybe that'll be this one here. The Fatal Chapel. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, okay. So they're not gonna be very fancy quite yet. I'm just giving them rooms because they want them, right? I'll put a door here. Boop. And then this goes like this. Oh, silly wiggles. All right, that looks good. And I think this will be for the boats of paddling. We definitely need one for the boats of paddling. Our two most popular ones are going to be on this second floor, right? I think that makes sense. This is the one to no specific deity. This is our guild hall. One of our guild halls. And if we come down here, this is going to be a guild hall. Oh, that connected. Interesting. Just close it off there. that's all good. This is a guild hall for the Crafts Guild. Crafts Hall, right? Yeah, because it has a guild. Why are there only 7? I thought they had to have 10. Oh well. This is going to be a temple. Just something. Alright, that looks good. New temple. Nope, that's not what I meant. Retire. Yep. Yep. Or cannot retire. Detach this location from one zone. Temple of something for entities and such. Yes, exactly. I did not mean for this to be that. I need to just like remove the zone. And then can I... Does it still show up in... places. Locations. No, I guess it's gone now. The Prime Jailer, that's a good temple name. Or no, so Factional Number Trance is our... Or no, that's our treasure hall. Our treasure hall is also a temple dedicated to no one. And then the Prime Jailer is the one upstairs. Okay, so I think we're good. Stoneworker Guild Hall, Craftsbold Guild Hall, 2 temples to nothing, a boat to paddling, and Nar. So that looks right. I think that is correct. Don't go... here. Try again. What else was there? There were other evil things that I swear I've just never seen. Like animals? There's specific evil biome animals that I've just never seen. Temples to atheism and agnosticism. I mean, you could, right? Why not? Temple, hide established. That's what I meant to do instead of clicking the other thing. So we have Odor, we have Zis. We have Serace. And I saw Utos has a couple. The classic Dwarven god. So I think we want to start with Zis and Odor. The Hoary Sanctum. So that will go there. And then this is going to be one. There's a bunch of coal over here. Alright, looks good. And then this is another temple. This will be for Odor. Tucked in the back here. I think that makes sense. There's just random fish on the ground. Okay. Wow, look at all those hallways. Look at all those free hallways. So we have 2 more on this level. And then just that one on this level. So yeah, I'm gonna say we're gonna make these both temples. And probably be okay on temples for a little bit. Right, except new temple. This one's for Or race, maybe? The things that are only worshipped by one person, I don't care too much about. But yeah, like Utas has 4. And then just kind of do like this. Oops. It all looks good. New temple. So we have the invisible scars with 2. We have Srace with 3. We have Limar with 3. Earth and Flax with 2. Ormal with 2. So I guess we're going to do Srace here. Generosity, sacrifice, charity, and persuasion. The massive abbey. Okay. Not that big. Okay, so then that's a bunch of temples. I doubt we have satisfied our petition here. Yeah. So I'm gonna toss in some statues. Cause we got some decorated statues. They're not well decorated. Some of them are masterfully decorated. And then we could also, I should also toss in a couple in here, because this one's gonna be pretty regularly used, I think. Just toss some in. Statue of a giant. Whoa. Oh. First forgotten beasts. So I'm glad I closed all this off. I guess we're gonna find out if this is all closed off properly. Forgotten beast Ofo Iwamtega has come, an enormous humanoid composed of snow. Excellent. Just got a Christmas advert on Instagram. No. No. 3 narrow tails and a bloated body. That's interesting that it has 3 narrow tails, and so do all of our experiments. Where are you? Did you leave? Or did you just leave my sight? You just left my vision. You're over here now. That's good. That's comforting. There's just a beast out there now. Get some space for spooky season? No joke. I mean, Thanksgiving steals from the spooky season enough as it is. You can't have Christmas coming all the way out there. You can't really check the progress, right? They're just kind of working on it. Oh, we're getting there. It's funny how that does not exist here. Oh, yeah. Yep, that's a thing here. Back when I used to work at Target, in the long ago, used to work retail, and of course we would have. Interesting. I'm just watching all this change. We'd have a seasonal section, right? And there was basically like big seasonal and small seasonal, and you would basically have. How did it work? I mean, Halloween got a pretty good section, but I feel like it was really short-lived. It was like acknowledged, but then like as soon as Halloween's done, it's like, I mean, I guess that's every holiday. As soon as it's done, it's just gone. But you're waking up. Don't choose violence. Don't do it. Do not choose chaos. I am watching you. I can hear you sniffing back there. Excuse you. Stay. Settle. Strange mood. You already started. Holy cow. You must... did you grab one thing and start... you grabbed 2 gems. Okay. Sure. Sure, why not? It's just gonna be a gem decorated with a gem. Yeah. Yeah. Sleepy baby. Yeah, this is a big road. I probably shouldn't have made it quite that big. Oh, hi. Hello. I guess this is fine. Do you want to cuddle? Is that what this is? Oh, you want the shinies. You want to dismantle me. Yeah, hi. Hi. Wow, that was the fastest strange mood I've ever seen. Jim Cutter has created Sirovola, a career tourmaline chain. A crystal chain? That's cool. Hey, creature? Are you getting kicked out, or are you gonna behave? This is a clear tourmaline chain, all craftable chip of the highest quality. On the item is an image of 2 whip vines in clear tourmaline. All right. Sure, I guess. Did we ever get our pedestals? Yeah, pedestals. Well, now we have a chain to assign. And there was like a grate, right? Hey, creature. Hold on. Oh, that was nice while it lasted. There are a lot of snakes here. All right. So I want to keep an eye on this, right? I want she like messes up with my... She's just so obsessed with my speakers. She just gets back there and just bap, 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 bap. Goes nuts. One of our soldiers has become attached to a steel spear. That is good. Sama has been reelected. You have mandated, but I bet you're mandating scepters. Yeah, so I'm just gonna let that go. We're making rock stuff. That's all fine. Usual suspects here. Zycap is still stumbling. Oh dear. 46 black mamas have been slaughtered. Goodness gracious. Okay. Well, nearly there? Nearly there. This isn't going to start growing in while they're disassembling it, right? It still counts as road. And here's Shaksa. And here's Shaksa snakes. That hissing sound that you hear from every direction, that's the sound of being healthy. It's like an ice cream truck, except for immunizations and sounds like snakes. Okay, they're getting there. This turned out to be a bigger project than I thought. No migrants again. Still no migrants. Peacekeepers throwing a tantrum. That's dangerous. That is very dangerous. Our experiments, I think, are quite large compared to our kobolds. Feel so tired of everything. Make romance. They all want to make romance. I need to... Can I just, like, give them enough time? Maybe we should just give them time off so they can all hang out in here. And maybe we'll get some romance. Because I don't think any of them have... None of them have started a relationship or anything. None of them are lovers or anything like that. What do you do to promote... Oh, we should open this. Duh. What do you do to promote people forming relationships, like under normal circumstances? Is there anything you can do other than just giving them more time off? Create a fort called Love Island and send them there. Yeah, totally. I want this to be Love Island though. So I did find in the wiki. The wiki had one sentence about it, so I don't have any other detail. But it said that experiments can procreate under like normal. Like it made it sound like it could happen in a fortress. Even if they're not like off-site. So I'm really curious if we can see some relationships start. Because I think that's the main thing. We want them to actually start, you know, doing the thing that makes babies happen. But the wiki made it sound like it would be, that it would just work. Jeez, I do worry. I do worry. So many snakes. So many snakes. It had non-sentient experiments breed on your map. Non-sentient ones? That's interesting. I don't think I've seen necromancer experiments aside from like this kind. Like I've seen them in other worlds. But like there's like 4 different kinds of experiments they can make, right? But I've only seen like the humanoid kind. I would love to see some of the other ones. The other ones sound kind of wild. Not that these ones are like normal and predictable. Non-sentient ones might even breed more readily since they don't need to, like, form a relationship first, right? It was in 047, they got bugged out on my map in ever-expanding horde of bright green letter. Interesting. Interesting. That's kind of fun. One injured citizen. Oh, that's good. That's good. Still don't know where this, I was attacked! I'm panicking! Okay, so you were attacked by... this other one. Were you attacked by our peacekeeper? Oh goodness, did you lose a foot? Oh, thank you for the follow, Seagull. Welcome in. Head is torn open, hand is bruised, tongue is bruised, arm is bruised, body is bruised, arm is bruised, leg is bruised, body is bruised. Okay. He is strapped with massive amounts of muscle and lard. This strapped. Ura is strapped, but also just got his butt kicked. Was it you? That's a new name. Ketas? Starting fist fight. If this turns into just a tantrum fort, this is gonna become more difficult. So you just brought Ura to the hospital, so that's fun. Jeppum is here, also unconscious in a traction bench. And you are right hand overlapping fracture in traction. Okay, so your hand is in traction. Received spore tree splint on right upper arm. Are we still good on splints? Are we gonna need a bunch of splints? Oh, no, we're working on soap. We should make some more splints. Wooden splint. I'll just make 10 of those. And then you are waiting for diagnosis. You are still throwing a tantrum. You carried an injured person to the hospital mid-tantrum. I guess that's cool. I assume it wasn't the injured person's fault they're angry. I guess I assume so. Yeah, I mean, hi. The person who is throwing a tantrum usually just is throwing a tantrum because of the state of the world and just kind of lashes out at the nearest person. But I don't know that I've seen them like pause mid-tantrum to do something helpful for someone. Hilariously, oh. It just happened. Okay. Not only did it just happen, triplets. I gave birth to triplets. I feel such love, and you have a spouse. Your spouse is Padud. When did this happen? When did you get married? Mazel tov. Blissful becoming a parent. World's fucked, but this guy needs a doctor. It's true. I mean, I can relate to that, right? Priorities. Priorities. Where's your recent thoughts? When did you get married? Improving stone crafting, waterfall, satisfied at work. Gaiety, remembering performing, pleasure after a satisfying acquisition. Didn't feel anything seeing dead bodies. Lonely after being unable to make romance. But then you did. When did you get married? Does this not even show up in your, it's not even like, I've been keeping an eye out. Interesting. Did you just become married? Shotgun wedding with experiments? I'm wondering if they're married now. Yeah, you have 3 daughters. You just gave birth to 3 daughters. Oh my god. I wonder how long it takes for them to become adults. I wonder if they're just immediately adults. Oh, questions. I have become a parent of triplets, such adoration, so now we're looking at the father. Do you remember getting married? Lonely, bored, lonely, nothing after seeing dead things, relieved near a waterfall. Didn't feel anything while crying on somebody in charge. Satisfied remembering the establishment of a guild hall. Uneasy in freakish weather. Satisfied, blissful remembering baths. Satisfied at work. Seeing dead bodies next to a waterfall. Caught in freakish weather, bath, freakish weather, guild hall, waterfall. Marriage is not important enough to remember. I guess it's also possible that it happened this season, so they haven't formed, you know, the summer of 126's memories yet. So maybe we'll check next season. Like, it's not here, right? It didn't just happen, and it didn't happen more than a season ago. Or you just don't care. Or it just does not form a thought. Okay, so now where's your kids? Okay, so you just gave birth to Shakarsu, Lur, and Shazer. Those are like kobold names. That's interesting. The other names, I don't even know where these names come from. These ones aren't really familiar, but like Shakarsu, that sounds like a kobold name. So you, 0 years old, part of our site government. Do you get preferences? They get preferences. This game is ridiculous. Shakarsu likes Sylvanite, Billion, Faint Yellow Diamond, Large Gems, and Pangolin Men for their overlapping scales. When possible, she prefers to consume Bat Ray and Pineapple Wine. I think we have Bat Rays to test moon snails. I mean, I don't know. Can I just look at fish? Brook Lamprey. So not quite, but. And then yeah, all 3 of them are just right here. So you're gonna go grab equipment, right? They're all gonna go get dressed. Pick up equipment. Absolutely boundless patience, unbreakable focus, great kinesthetic sense, great sense of empathy, great memory, and a lot of willpower, a good intellect, and a way with words, but has an iffy sense for music and poor ability to manage or understand social relationships. She can be very happy and optimistic. Interesting. Likes nice, gold opal, the color lilac, scepters, excellent. Cats for their aloofness, giant desert tortoises for their longevity, the words of the pure influence, which is going to be like a song. When possible, prefers to consume steelhead trout, river spirits, and hard wheat flour. Absolutely detests bats. And then I'm curious about yours too. So, nope, that's the one That's the one we looked at. So then Shazar here. Kalanite, brass, praise, gazelle tooth, gems, shields, coins, donkeys for their stubbornness, giant cockatiels for their crests, and the sounds of the bewildering rhymes. Prefers to consume tapir cheese, soft wheat beer, pendant amaranth flour, and citrons. Absolutely detests snails. I think they might be full size when they're born. I think they might just be adults when they're born. They start as novice armor user. Look at this. This person is a day old and a competent poet. Competent poet knows no poems. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Are they all the same as far as that goes? Novice brewer. Competent speaker. Competent stringed instrumentalist. Knows 0 songs. Was born 10 minutes ago. Novice liar. That is hilarious. That's hilarious. How are you? So one of them has fisher experience. There's no way you just fished. I have fishing turn off for everyone. Okay. So that answered a lot of questions all at once. It raised some others, but even if we don't have migrants, we can continue to increase our population. We can have a sustainable population of freaky experiment people. I'm so okay with this. I am so okay with this. Oh, I know how I can check if they're children. You look at labor and look at chores. There are no children to do your chores. They're just adults when they're born. They're just straight up adults when they're born. I don't think I expected that. I don't think I expected that. See, it is growing in. How does that work? Oh, and then this one's gonna get completed someday. Did you miss a baby? You did. You missed 3 babies. We just gave birth to experiment triplets. And they are adults the day they're born. And the ones that are being born have preferences. That's really interesting. The second generation of these things are going to be better off than the original generation. Yeah, this game. Like, to remind you, we had to do some hacking to make them exist as fortress residents to start with, right? Like, this is the game handling us hacking. Just like, yeah, that's just how it works. What? You got creatures? I see a male, I see a female. They gave birth. Have some more. The game don't care. More depression. More dead mambas. So many mambas. Someday this will be done. I almost wonder if I care about this one at all at this point. Maybe down here is just going to be trees. Because this is going to be like a couple of very large farms. Yeah, like it's already... Oh, there we go. Have some blocks. And see, there's already a tree just sitting right there. But I think that's fine. I think that's fine. I think it's a lot better than it was. We're going to make sure that we put down our farms right now. And they're just going to be a couple very large ones. Maybe like down to here even. 10 by 20. Obviously the stone tiles won't work, but that's fine. And I could do another 10 by 20. And then would this also be 10 by 20? Oh, but it needs to go over by 1. Good night, nighty night. Thank you for coming by. Hopefully you have a good week. Hopefully it stays nice and cool. Or as cool as it can. Let's do... Yeah, I need like one more... Seriously? I can do that. Okay. There we go. 3 gigantic farm plots. I don't think things can grow in now that we have those designated. Or do they need to be built? Do they need to be built? I'm tempted to say pause this, but I'm not. I guess they're getting there. I'm just gonna let them go for it. Okay, so then as far as farming goes, right? So that's gonna be good for below ground farm. I kind of want to have a place for above ground crops as well. Oh, the other question that I had, so there's a color of dye that only shows up in evil biomes. And I don't know if we have it here. I want silver barb. I would love if we had some silver barb, but I don't know that I've seen it in this forest. I've seen it in adventure mode in different evil areas, but I don't think I've seen it in this forest. Grapevines, bunch of dead things, some bees. We definitely have bees. Yeah, I don't know that I see it. Oh, rope reed. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Little cedar. I just want to have all the colors of dye. Why is that so hard? Masterpiece salmon roast 74. And that's, oh man. So you're already making masterful. So we just restricted our cooks today. Wow. That's good. I hope that makes some people happy. I hope someone enjoys all those very nice salmon roasts. That's pretty nice. Oh, I see someone. Yeah, resume. Resume. Yeah, perfect. So now we're out of pigtail seeds. We need to process our pigtails. So I guess we're gonna retire our our farm plots here, right? But that's all of our above ground seeds. I'm just gonna say we're gonna stop planting. We'll harvest what we have planted, obviously. We just won't plant more here. I bet we have pigtails sitting down here. Down here. Pigtails! Okay, so let's... Did I end up linking these? I did. This is our pigtail stockpile. These are our pigtail processing. So we're just gonna say process plants on repeat. That'll give us our thread and our seeds. Perfect. Now, are there still a whole bunch of males? I mean, there's a lot more females than there are males now. Not outside of this pasture. Of course, there's gonna be all the ones that have been adopted as well. But I think the fact that we're gonna be collecting the eggs now, I think that's gonna help as well. Look at that! Okay, those are some nice big farms. And we can do pigtails. So half of the year can be pigtails and the other half can be dimple cups. Or no, they don't quite. No, because you can do dimple cups forever. So it's going to be pigtails for autumn and summer. And then dimple cups for winter and spring. I like big farms, and I cannot lie. These are some thick farms. We definitely want, like I said, this middle one's just gonna be plump helmets forever. Because that's food. And then this one here will be other things, right? We'll do cave wheat in the summer. We'll do quarry bushes in the autumn. I guess plump helmets in the winter. And sweet pods in the spring. And I'm not gonna bother... I guess we will bother with quarry bushes. Oh, we're trying to make soap. There's just random things on the ground. Soap is here, so we have lye. So now I need to make soap from tallow. And then we will have soap. Still don't know where that forgotten beast is. Should I have this stockpile be like for tallow? Well, I guess I attempted to. Black mamba tallow. So we do get tallow. At least with water, huh? I don't know why it wasn't showing up in the butcher shop then. So does that mean we do have mamba scales? If we could make mamba leather, that would solve many problems. We can see tanned hides, but I don't think raw hides show up in here. We have fat, we have meat, and we have 2,000 snake eggs. Who wants an omelet? Who wants an omelet? Black Mama soap, excellent. I love it, I love it. Let's make a little bit more. The fact that we have all this, all of our elf blood rain, I think people are gonna want, people are gonna want showers. People are gonna want baths more frequently, I think. Maybe? I will take one 2,000 egg omelet, please. Okay, give us 3 years. Low and slow. I'm still tantruming. Half-bite omelets. I mean, snake eggs are kind of small. I guess how large is a mama egg compared to like a chicken egg? Are these little bitty eggs? Just meditating on luck in a treasure room filled with snakes. All this buying and selling isn't honest work. I guess I need to move these out of here. Oh look, a bunch of cloth. And a tiny bit of leather. I thought we had... Didn't that say we had more leather? Where on earth is the rest of this leather? Oh, in here. Under the rock. Got it. So we have some cloth, but not like infinite cloth, right? I do want to go through the rest of our pigtails, make sure we get as many seeds as we can, so we can get a nice big batch planted. And then you are going to weave yarn into cloth. Or no, I guess I have that on... I just have that as a job, right? Yeah, that's fine. Seams are roughly the same size. Interesting. A mamba is 3 to 6 foot long tube, lays 30 of them, so I'd have guessed pretty small. Yeah. Yeah, the fact that they can... At least in-game, they can lay 30 at a time. Hey, look, it's raining elf blood. But with this pile of cloth, I'm gonna say, do I just make a bunch of togas? Can't remember, so like, robes cover... Like they want to be covered, right? Upper body and lower body. So yeah, trousers and skirt is the only lower body. So what we put for the upper body is not really important, I don't think. So we're gonna do togas because it's hilarious. Togas, and then we could do trousers or skirts. Can we even do skirts? We can do skirt, we can do trouser. And that's like the only lower body things. But like, what's a dress? What does a dress count as? Dress counts as upper body. Kind of assumed that something like a dress would count as lower body as well. Not gonna have its own thing or anything. Well, I think togas. I'm gonna say cloth toga. I'm gonna say make 10 of them. I'm gonna say sized for lime rhythm soldiers. And we'll start with that. And then I'm also curious to see if the other type can grab those. You do not have... Showing somewhere. And is this one sized for you? Okay. Black Mamba lay a clutch of 6 to 17 eggs, typically 60 to 80 millimeter long and 30 to 60 millimeter diameter. So really, really oblong. Huh. We haven't... So we've... Annoyed being pestered by flies. But the cave dragon eggs are staying there, right? As long as they're not taking the eggs, I think we're okay. Masterpiece large pigtail toga. Perfect. And then someone just... Did you grab one? Nope, not you. You... Hauling a rock. So you have a dress and a skirt, so that kind of answers that question. You're gonna make one. Oh dear, okay. I'm curious if you end up claiming it. Nope, well not at least immediately. And then you are hauling it. Bit longer and thinner than hen eggs. Interesting. Oh, a raid! Lumiris! Hello, hello! Welcome in, everyone. We have some fun things going on today. Hello, how's it going? What were you into today? Were you dwarfing? We're dwarfing. We have 2 dwarves in here. We're working on making large togas for our necromancer experiments. Also, we learned today that they can just have babies. Not only can they procreate in a fortress, the kids are just adults on birth, as far as I can tell. So this person was just born. This person was born last month. Disdains commerce. It's just, yeah. It's just a thing. It's just a thing that happens here. Yeah. I mean, welcome in, everyone. We'll be here for a little bit longer. We were flooding on skulls. I have a totem job going, don't I? What do I do with all these snake skulls? If you need to run off and do post-stream stuff, then feel free. Otherwise, we're working on textiles. We're working on not having quite so many snakes. Yeah, we're making rock crafts and stuff. But why aren't you toteming? It'll be me. I've really got to go to bed. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, have a good night. Absolutely no worries. Have a good night. Thanks for the raid. Our peacekeeper keeps fighting. Our peacekeeper is doing the opposite of keeping peace. Seems like something out of mythology, then 3 gods merged from it, fully formed, basically. Basically. We were talking about this last stream, I think, but one thing that I don't understand about how the experiments work is that, like, all of these were made from a single experiment on a single human. So, like, one experiment on one human created this whole race. And I don't really know how that works. Okay, so our caves, we're working on this. Look at this. We have planted a bunch of pigtails. That's very encouraging. We will need to process the quarry bushes that we have in order to make more, right? I always forget how quarry bushes work. So we have quarry bushes. We do not have rock nuts, which are the seeds for them. So I think we just need to process the quarry bushes that we have, which means, I mean, they're going to be in here, right? They should be in here. Yes. So I just need to remember, I think it's a process plants. Harvesting a grown quarry bush will yield several leaves and an equal amount of quarry bush plants, which may be processed into yet more leaves at the farmer's workshop. Process plant to bag. We don't have bags. Oh boy. You'll need an empty bag available for this task. The result: bags of quarry bush leaves, which must then be cooked to be edible. Quarry bush leaves cannot be brewed into alcohol. So we don't have bags, and we don't have cloth for bags. I guess we will. So we'll just say that that's a next year priority, I guess. And this was, so we we used all our boar stuff. Which I guess is fine, but we haven't gotten more boars. I would love more boars. I would love more boars. You having a meeting? Did we get leather from the Mambas? Oh, I keep meaning to... I don't think so. I don't think they give... I don't think we can. It's like we have skulls, right? We have skulls. We have a tanner shop sitting here. Yeah, we don't even have room for all these skulls anymore. Howdy gamers, hello, how's it going, C-Roy? Howdy, howdy. We have a snake pit. We have a weird thing going on here. But like if I just say, for instance, cause rawhide is like, where does it show up? I want to say it's like in here. Fresh rawhide. Right? So then, if it could go somewhere, it would go there. I want to say that I've seen scales in our... We do have a refuse pile. Oh, here we go. Scales. So this should not take rawhide. Is there anything else in here I care about? There's some alligator scales. Dwarf corpses. Sparrow remains. Oh, damn. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything with the rest of this, but I mean, there are... I wonder... I want to see if these get moved down. Oh, you are... Nope, you're just here. And then you, of course! Of course it's you! Or you're... yeah. Or then you're putting them right here. So now they count as corpses. So if I say black mambas, isn't there's a standing order for this? Automatically butcher carcasses, automate tannery, automatically clean fish, save skins. Yeah, I mean, I guess I wonder where they go. Does someone come and grab this? You just put it back. You just put it back. How? Okay, so now it's here because of this. So now so yeah. You already started, wow. I guess we are going at 90 frames. So yeah, now there's nowhere for them to exist. Or unless... Nope. So why are they allowed in here? I said no black mambas. I said no rawhide. Are scales in here separately? No. I guess they could be rotten rawhides, right? Are they... No? They haven't rotted. So we get scales, but I can't do anything with them? Is that how this works? Because they're not showing up here. Because what would it... Body parts? Dope, 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 dope. Checked wiki, scales and feathers are good for nothing. Ugh. If we could make snake leather, it would solve a lot of our problems. If I could make snake leather bags, I'd do that all day long. Carpenter has created Lyra's Killer, a goblin cap door. Claims it as a personal treasure. Can I put it in your bedroom? Oh, we should assign bedrooms to those 3 newborns because they won't claim their own. Sin the Carpenter, legendary carpenter. Well, that's good. I shall name you the Wind of Glimmering. That was very satisfying. So now your meager quarters are gonna get a little fancier here. Oh, we need to finish like furnishing all these rooms too. This is like so out of the way. This is a silly thing to do with an artifact. Oh, but it hasn't shown up in our inventory yet. Some of you have chests, but some do not. Go. Yeah, you. That door goes there. Why not? These 3 people will have very good thoughts when they walk past this door. I guess let's keep going on the furniture while I'm thinking of it. And then you all have cabinets. And then Yeah, I want to check our newest additions, right? This is not in any kind of order. Who was it? Who were the new ones? Were you one of the mothers? No. Slaughter Mamba. Was it you? No. Oh, but you're the mom. So I go to here. Here's Shakzu. You have not claimed a room. So let's find some rooms that aren't claimed. Yeah, and they're just at the top. And then, oh, and our poet. Yes, let's just give you all rooms. Siblings can even be next to each other. Look at that. There we go. Bedrooms for everyone. And then you all need furniture. So many skulls. Oh dear. Oh dear. What have I done? Nope, those are chairs. Those are chairs. That's not what I wanted. Oh, hi, Iffy. Thank you for the follow. Howdy, howdy. Chest. That is more correctly what I'm looking for. And we're out. And that all looks good. I just heard a very loud sneeze outside. The miner is fighting. I don't even recognize your name. Oh, you slid down the water. Okay. Our fort is a bit wet. Our fort is a little overly wet right now. You're all good. That's all good. That's all good. Oh, we've... Did we kill all the mambas that we were gonna kill? Wow. Wow. And none more have been born. Wow, we actually did it. Wow. So then like these are the ones in our cages. So then where's the tame ones? What happens to the ones that we let out? Are they just like up in here? No. What happened to our squirrel? What happened to our tame flying cave squirrel? Hey, look, a coati. I wonder if it'll try to sneak in. Do they just not last long? Do they not survive? Tame a small animal. Oh, yep. Dead coati. Well, there's a little leather there at least. Hilarious. Okay. So I want a place for farming above ground crops. I mean, I could build a little, just another room over here. Do I cut in and then place a roof over it, or do I build like an above ground structure? Still no migrants. Still no migrants. We might have all the kobolds we're gonna have. Which is kind of hilarious. If this fort ends up being like 200 people and 90% experiments, I'm gonna be very happy. I think that'd be amazing. Yeah, okay, so I guess I'll take this back. We'll say all in all. Right, so I think that's fine, and then we can get, I guess I can get rid of this now. I mean, so they can show up here, but they're not gonna... Tanna hide, yeah. There's just nothing tannable. Ding. I don't really get attached to people. Well, I would love for you to find someone to get to attach to. And then we tamed these animals. Okay, so now I'm gonna put these animals in here. Tame, 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 tame. Or do I need to do like a terrarium and just have them live somewhere? Telling stories, listening to stories. Okay. So then I'm gonna pull this lever. I guess I want them to be adoptable as well. Someone adopt a skink. I caught this skink just for you. So now they're here, right? So now they're still here. They just kind of fly around. Maybe someone tantrum them to death. I just want there to be a bunch of crows. Is that too much to ask? Maybe do they revert? Maybe they revert to wild and then just flew off? Is that a thing? They kind of just hang out in here. Do they need to eat? Do they need to be fed? Okay, well, I'm gonna keep an eye out. Like, they're still here in my list, right? They haven't gone anywhere yet. And see, now they can get out. Let's watch this sparrow, maybe. Yeah, oh, did that one just die? crow remains. So they just fall over dead. Why? How do I make that not happen? If that wasn't like... There's no combat log. Need to have babies faster than they age. But like... Yeah, I guess. But how long do they last? Surely they live longer than like a month, right? I mean, they were in a cage for a while. Who knows how old it was when we caught it, but like we just tamed it and let it out just now. And then while just watching it, one of them died. So I don't know if that's expected behavior or what. Well, we got socializing happening in our guild hall. We have farming not happening. I guess it's the end of the season. Oh, I guess I want our seeds to be down here as well, don't I? I'm just gonna put our seeds here. But specifically just pigtail seeds, plump helmet spawn, cave wheat seeds, sweet pod seeds, and rock nuts. And then the other one does not do that. Cave wheat and rock nuts. Okay. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick. I mean, do they even have... They don't even have, like, a gender, right? It's just tame sparrow. Can they even claim nest boxes? I mean, there are two of them right there. I will be right back. You keep an eye on the sparrows. I return and I brought a dork. You don't know, you are on a short leash. Hi. You locked me outside with a loud air conditioner. How dare you? And now it's winter. We didn't see a dwarven caravan. Maybe we'll see our kobold caravan this year. I'm not holding out hope. Not holding my breath. Think we're on our own. You gonna cause chaos? Where are you going? Where did you go? That is not a creature to lose track of. So we paused. So we still have these 2 sparrows. Stumbling obliviously, go to stone cutting demonstration. Unable to make romance. Just make romance. Every person in this world that you can make romance with is in this fortress. You just need to do it. Hi. Trying to give them some downtime so they can kind of make friends in the tavern. And by friends, I mean babies. This cat is just all up in my stuff. Hi. Hello. Hello. No, down. I know it's so interesting. No, not. Don't eat my stuff. And you're just gonna go back there and be a gremlin. No, come on, creature? One injured citizen. Now what's happening? What happened to you, Za? I lock her out for an hour and it's like we've been separated for years. Hi. Hi. No, let's... My goodness, okay. Ferocity after being attacked, gratitude after being rescued, content after being able to rest and recuperate. I mean, that kind of balances out, right? Is that a net positive? But what happened to you? Soldier Butcher kicks you in the leg, bruising the muscle. So who... Is this Tuco? Attend meeting? I mean... Yep. Where'd you go? Here you are. Why harm yourself for anyone else's benefit? Okay, but you don't want to harm other people also, right? Like, you also need to not do that. Well, you ended this injured citizen ended up in the hospital. Only so much I can do there. We should have soap in here now, right? Soap! We have soap! And see, you're from the Abysmal Horses. You're from our other... You're naked because you are in a squad for a different... other squads only. Yeah, so like... Right, you, and then remove you. And then... I guess that's the only one. But there's all these other people in the stirred doors, right? I guess I want them out of that squad too. Do I go ahead and make another squad? I do want to militarize quite aggressively, I guess. I guess I want them to have enough time off to mingle. The ones up here are probably not making romance. Bored after doing nothing creative. So I think we need to have more people who are taking more breaks. The exception being Reg here, who's just good, right? Somewhat focused with satisfied needs. You learn something, you're extravagant, you're fighting, you're doing something exciting, you are staying occupied, you are staying with people, you're practicing skills, you're practicing martial art, you're helping someone. Distracted having to be able to get married, but clearly not like that distracted, right? I guess you would benefit from having some time off, but I believe we made like another batch of steel armor. Oh, I need to look like breastplate. Yeah. So I think it's time to make another squad. I think I'm gonna leave this squad as 5 for now. I'm gonna create a new... I'm gonna create a new squad, but you're gonna get a different... You're gonna get a guard captain? How did this work? Because I don't want Rurak to be in a squad. I don't want Zycab to be in a squad with all the tantruming. Maybe Zycab needs like fewer responsibilities. Or would you benefit from being in a real squad? Maybe that's what we do. Make romance, acquire object, martial training, help somebody, be with friends. I just wish to help somebody. Maybe what we do is we retire Zycab from this position, and then I want to say that our peacekeeper is gonna be a kobold. I think our peacekeeper should be a kobold. Maybe it's you. Maybe you're a peacekeeper. You have some squad experience from our other fortress. Where's my bedrooms? Here we go. So this one, right? These 3. So these are gonna go to Suis. Imagine it's like Lewis, but like Suis. Okay, so now I need to find you and find your other room, and then you're in there now, and I'm going to assign this to Zycab. So you just traded. And then we'll give Zycab some time off to do nothing. I think that will be helpful for that one. And then as far as a squad goes, I think I'm just going to make another guard captain. And it's going to be between 2 of you, right? Stonecutter and craftsman. Let's check them out. What's Imbo up to? Imbo's pretty happy. Wanting to fight, martial training, make romance, be with friends, excitement, yeah. You're bored. Okay. All right, Imbo. How about being a squad leader? And then you are gonna get that same uniform. Did Reg ever grab that helmet? Like, you never figured out how to grab the helmet. I swear you can wear this helmet. Maybe I do need to just give you... steel helm. Sure, whatever. The shaken elbows. Shake your elbows! Okay, so we don't want nobility. We don't want people who hate combat. We don't want people who are maimed. We don't want officials. Everyone's going to be in a squad, so whatever. The people who are in Twinkles of Chill are in our squad. They are all legendary. Look at that. They were not legendary when we started this. That's some good training. Reg is getting them trained up. But the people who are in the stirred doors are fair game. So I think I'm gonna say Omli and Pethet and Lesno. And then Azri. I think we're gonna start there. And then you were just gonna get that same uniform, which seemed to be working fine. And then I want to look at their schedules, because right now the Twinkles of Chill are just doing it all the time. So I think I want to say can I say that, like, Reg specifically? What if I do this? What if I say train, right? Reg trains at all times. Is that how that works? I think what I want to do is I'm going to say, now that I've edited it, I'm going to copy it and put it there. So this works. This seems to be working for when I want them to be training. They are all up there. But I'm going to say that I guess what I want to do is make a stagger training bit. Right? And then if I say done, and then copy, paste, 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 paste. So then they're just training every other month. And then I'm going to copy that and paste it here. View. Yeah. But now I just want it the other way around, right? want to copy, paste, we'll just paste it in all these spots. And then it's this way, right? So now they'll just trade off every month. I think we'll see how that goes. It's gonna take them a minute to like grab all their gear and such. But I guess we can keep an eye on that. So now they're already gone. Oh, and here's Reg. Clean self. Oh, but see you. No, I want them to keep their gear. Yeah, no, I want you to have your gear always. Right, equip always. So now copy. Oh, I see. No orders versus off duty. I think that makes sense. You awake? Oh, hi. Welcome back. We're trying to set up some training regimens. So now you are... Y'all are gonna come up and grab your stuff. Past about, but phone still watched. It counts. It's good enough for Twitch. And now our one dwarf is puking everywhere. Did you go outside? Why do you have this sword? I don't want Reg to not have the sword. Sorry? Don't be sorry. That is nothing to be sorry for. You didn't even go outside. Why did you go outside? Disgusted nausea by the sun. Why? Why'd you go outside? I didn't tell you to go outside. So... I do want them to all have stuff. We probably need to... Oh, and now you're grabbing it. Okay. As long as you have the sword, I can't be that upset. Okay. Now are you just on duty again? I guess I want to make sure that they keep their stuff on off duty. Yeah, you're going off to go get a drink. Perfect. Okay. What was I just gonna do? Oh, we need to make sure that we have like backpacks and water skins. And we have a tiny bit of leather. I think if we do 5 of each of these. How are the Thuds and Limers' romantic lives? He says, as if overly involved grandparent. Were you here when we had babies? Did you see that? Babies did happen. We had triplets. One of the Limers had a pair of the Limers had triplets. Masterpiece Black Mamba skull. Babies, yes, they're adults. They're just straight up adults when they're born. Which is just the best part. Just the best part. Yeah. And I guess I wanted to check that. So now that we're in the next season, so we were looking at the parents, right? Forget what their names were. I think this is one of the kids. Here's one of the kids, 0 years old. I saw Lair Springbolt recite the birth of Boulder at the dear date. I feel some delight. So A, it's not gonna be as impressive now that they've been alive for a little while, but like literal day one, they were like competent speakers, competent poets. Like day one being born, competent poet that knows no poems. I think they're learning now. These have all been learned in the last couple of months. But then if we go to your mother, they did marry. There is a spouse. Ari and Pedud are married. But we did not see any thoughts about the marriage. That's what was strange. If we go to memories. Satisfying acquisition. It's blissful remembering becoming a parent. Panics reliving being attacked. Oh, yeah, that too. But there's no memories in here about getting married. Pedud, yeah, I like that name. So I guess it's a shotgun wedding. Did the kobolds say, "Oh, you had a baby? Oh, congratulations. Who's the husband?" You know what I mean? I don't know that they actually got married. I got no alert. I got, like, usually if a pair of people in your fortress get married, you'll get an alert. We saw no alert. They have no thoughts or memories about getting married, just about giving birth. But they are married. Hello, Lanix. How's it going? We are spawning experiments. Good to see everyone. It's good to see you too. We're getting our snakes under control. We're cleaning our fish. And the experiments are procreating. And we're making more squads. And we're seeing if we can get our squads to actually, like, train. Oh, but we didn't make them, blah, 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 blah. This squad needs to train here. Maybe that'll help. Marriage normative kobolds, right? Considering how many, like, lovers they have outside of their marriages. Like, kobolds will be married and have 2 lovers. But if you have a baby, you need to have a husband. That's stuff for chicken adobo. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds good. We put off, oh, you do get tired. You were tired for a second. Steel battle axe, perfect, good. Well, and you are haggard. I do, but you're. This'll help. This might help. You just need some structure in your life. They are all tired. We should give them rooms up here. What was I gonna say? Oh, petition. Zaz wishes to join. Yes, please. That's our one dwarf. I'm gonna immediately tell Zaz to be a bard. Great speaker. Please just live in the tavern now, please. I'm liking this. I am liking this. They're just like all stressed. They're just all stressed. Well, maybe not all of them. Oh, someone. It is owned. Okay, you just dropped it on the ground. I would like you to wear it. Or maybe you might be one of our squad. Owned by Azri. Yeah, I guess that's what happened. Because I don't think they can wear... See, they also have, like, leather armor. I'd rather them not use their, like... They're wearing the leather armor instead of the breastplates that I made for them. You know what I mean? Leather tunic. and chainmail shirts. That's the problem with the over clothing part. Maybe the kobolds are also invested in the Great Experiment, and they are all very expectant of them doing it by the book and not aware of their life cycles. Life cycles. I mean, what's there to be aware of, right? I mean, it's pretty... I just don't understand these flames of passion people go on about. It's like you have a dress, so you can wear... It seems like you can wear a breastplate over a dress, but not over a tunic. Or a toga, sorry, toga. Cause like you have a dress and a breastplate. You have a dress and not a breastplate. You also have 3 male shirts on. You have no breastplate. The breastplates are kind of important, people. And so you have a dress and a breastplate. Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe I should be making dresses for them. Togas for partying, I guess so. But I want them to be, I want them to have clothing, but I also want them to be wearing their armor at all times. You know what I mean? I don't want them to, if zombies show up, I don't want them to have to go put on their armor. I want them to just, like, have it on them. Squad of necromantic super soldiers in dresses? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Could do skirts, too. Some of them were in, I thought some of them were in skirts, even. I swear I saw a skirt. There's a dress. Dress and trousers. Dress and trousers. Where did I see a skirt? Maybe dress and trousers is what we should do. Because we could even assign that as part of the uniform, right? I just worry about if we run out of them, it makes things complicated. Also, there's just a cat here. Trousers, tunic, and breastplate. Too bad we can't actually make tunics. Who was wearing a skirt? I swear I saw a skirt. So I want to... Oh, and then we don't have furniture in here. We should definitely have furniture in here. I think I'm gonna make some rooms for this new squad. And then we'll kind of call it good. The language is too foreign. They're firmly in dress and leggings camp. I guess so. I mean, as far as like getting it to work with, there's rules about how layers of clothing interact with each other. So I'm thinking the combination of breastplate and toga doesn't work. I might do some research offline and see if I can see what makes sense there. Also, I'm going to try to be smart about how I do this. Right, if I do... Right, we're just going to pretend that it's all going to be floored in. This is something that I've seen other people do. And then we can just remove where the walls are going to be, right? So we could even, there could be a bedroom here. I just need to, of course, we're going to have to Do something fancy to get in there. Just do that. So that will be a room. And then this will be a wall, and then we're gonna say, like, I need to go down further. Building backwards always feels weird. I guess this wants to be floor 2. So this will be a wall. And then we're gonna do a room like that. And then I think I want to have this just keep going this way. So we'll just do like, or no, it's gonna be like this. Except not that one. Right, so that's a room. That's a room. That's a room. And then, or no, it's so confusing. Doing it it's like the wrong way around. Or no, I'm doing it completely backwards. I'm just doing it backwards. This is not how I usually do this. Okay, I'm gonna think in walls. I'm just gonna think in walls. Wall goes there. Wall goes down this way. We'll have a wall like this, right? And then can have a wall like this and like this. And then that's a room. And then like that, right? And then the doors are going to be here and here and here and here and here and here and here. And that's 5 at least, right? But then we'll have to do, you know, something here. And then something there. So then this doesn't happen. Look at him go! And then we'll do, no. What am I thinking? Like this. And then like that. It's gonna be weird, but that's how we do it. And then floors and all the other spots. So we went into a Google dive about the sparrows. It seems like cats will hunt them. Oh. I see. That did not occur to me. That legitimately did not occur to me. Well, we only have like... We only have 2 cats. And they're both female. Yeah, well, they're all gone. Interesting. Okay, so then we could either do like terrariums and kind of seclude them and keep them safe, or we could just not have cats. Tweety bird finally got. Yeah. All our poor birds. Oh, all those poor birds. It's always the cats, isn't it? I should have known. Should have known. What else would just like genocide the birds? Put one here. I think... Oh, no. Those are wrong. Shell blocks. Here we go. A burb atrium? Yeah, like that's what I'm wondering. Do we just have a place where they are... where they exist? I'm also just going to pave all this in to make it easier next time I want to make rooms in here. This is also probably going to keep expanding over this way. We could also like engrave these, try to make our people happy. That might be smart. Oh, this one isn't... that one's not big enough. Oops. Oh well. Do the thuds fly? I have not witnessed them flying. I don't know that flying fortress creatures will ever have a cause to fly. I'm wondering if we played as one of them in adventure mode, I think we would be able to fly, but I don't know that they're going to choose to fly in fortress mode. But also, who knows? Give them all their stuff. I'll imagine that they can fly mundanely. That's how I imagine it. I mean, they have wings. They're feathered, right? Large feathered humanoids with wings. No, these tantrums. I don't want the tantrums. Well, why they're getting grumpier? They're just getting grumpier. It's not good. I'm gonna tell them to engrave all of this. Actually, not down here. I think that is fine. Picturing spires that rise from the underground and they fly out of with no ground level entrance. Yeah, they're flying monkeys. Okay, they will work on engraving all of that. I mean, bored after unable to fight. I mean, does this not count as fighting? Is training not the same as fighting? So you have a tunic and no breastplate. But you also have 3 male shirts. I think, like, there's only so many things you can have on at a time. Breastplate and dress. Skirt, tunic, breastplate. Dress, breastplate, trousers. It's not real unless my enemies are bleeding out in my hands. Well, we're gonna have to wait for... Oh, were you... Pedud? Pedud is tantruming. Why do we have more grumpy people than we did? Pedud, our animal relations mediator, you weren't down here before. Discussed my problems with an acquaintance. Well, at least you're not haggard. Maybe, so... I don't know if this actually matters, but I'm gonna take all the ones that are in this other squad, the stirred doors. I'm just gonna plop them in and then unassign them to get them out of that squad. So I have no idea if that's having any kind of effect on their behavior. They're just in no squad. We could also think about more waterfalls. We have one waterfall, but it's really only used when you're entering and exiting the fortress. So like the squads, when they go on duty and off duty, they'll go through it, but like most people aren't going outside. Going to eat. So you have a dress and a breastplate and a skirt. Reg is in a skirt. Our monitor lizard man is in a dress and a skirt. Okay, so I think what's happening here, I think we have most of our stuff pretty figured out at this point. I would love for my seeds to show up down here. We might not have very many. Do we have more pigtails to process? That is here. Yes. Yes, excellent. And we have a bunch of seeds there. Why are the seeds not going where they belong? There's a bunch of people standing around. They can go there. All right. Well, we're gonna process these. And it's spring. We did not get a caravan. No caravans for us. Oh my goodness. If a dwarf with a camel could show up and just give me a box of leather, I would be so happy. Okay, so what I was gonna say is I think we've gotten most of our stuff pretty established here. I'm also just gonna get rid of this stockpile. Or maybe it just gets way smaller. It's just gonna get smaller. We're gonna want to build stuff down here someday. No. I'll do like that. Okay, so our fort is getting kind of ornery. That's going to become the thing that we have to deal with pretty quickly. I've already been here for like 5 years. Time is going so much faster than it was in Leopardbends. Between our embark being smaller and only having 50 people, the game is cooking. We are cooking. I think at this point, our mood is the thing we need to deal with. I'm just gonna start tossing you all around. We have a lot of the bare necessities going. Fort is getting boring. No, not boring. Our people are getting grumpy. Our people are getting grumpy. So I think the most urgent issue for us to deal with is becoming the mood of the fortress. So I think that's going to be the thing that we tackle next time. We might do some more waterfalls. Might do some more waterfalls. We're gonna do some above ground farming so we can get some better crops, some more varied crops, so that we can maybe get some good thoughts for that. Start engraving things like that. I think we just need to make things shinier, make things nicer, make things more waterfall-y. That seems to help. And maybe give them more time to make romance. They all seem to want to make romance, so I think we need to give them opportunities to do so. But yeah, other than that, we're cooking right along, right? Even if we don't get any more kobold migrants, we are still going to be doing, still going to be growing in population in theory, with reproduction, apparently. So that's exciting. Terraced spires. Oh, that could be fun. I don't want to go too much above ground, right? We want to be careful about what we do out in the open because of the rain. The elf blood rain is like the biggest thing on the mood. The thing that's lowering our mood the most right now, I think, is the weather. So we want to be careful about how we deal with that. Anyway, come by on Thursday for that. Today's episode is brought to you by birds. They're all dead now. And by viewers like you, clicking on all the buttons down there, hanging out with me live, hanging out in Discord, hanging out in the VODs, all that good stuff. Those are the birds I'm eating these days. Those are the Thank you, bird, for your sacrifice. Yes, you made our cats occupied for literal seconds. Yeah, no, in seriousness, I do appreciate you being here and hanging out with me. This is fun. I'm enjoying myself. I hope you're enjoying it too. I hope you have a chill rest of your week. I hope you have a good evening. I hope the weather starts to behave a bit in the various parts of the country and the world. But yeah, I'll see you Thursday for more Dwarf Fortress, Saturday for more Tunic, and I hope you stay kind.